Welcome to Eventful Estonia, an explainer and part of the Eventful World 2026 series by Event-ZR, pronounced Event-ZOR. In this series, we are covering 249 destinations where live events absolutely define the travel experience. Let's just jump straight into it.
Absolutely. Because whether you're a traveler hunting for those once-in-a-lifetime cultural memories or an event planner trying to figure out your next strategic location, Estonia has something genuinely extraordinary waiting for you. And to really get a feel for this subarctic Baltic nation of 1.37 million people, you have to picture the scene.
Right. Picture this. It's 22:30 on a Thursday in late November. The Teleskivi creative city in Tallinn is practically glowing against the freezing Baltic dark. You walk inside this converted Soviet-era industrial complex, and the atmosphere is just electric. You've got 400 music industry delegates packed into this raw, concrete space, totally captivated by a Lithuanian synth-pop act opening the Tallinn Music Week showcase.
And it doesn't stop there. Right outside those heavy metal doors, the cobblestone courtyards are alive. You have espresso carts pulling late-night shots, vinyl stalls trading rare records, and these intense, passionate conversations flowing effortlessly between Estonian, Finnish, and English. Oh, and literally across the corridor, a panel on AI-driven event ticketing is wrapping up right on a former factory floor. It's a highly sensory, incredibly vibrant environment that just pulls you right in.
Exactly, and when you look at the hard numbers behind that scene, the sheer density is amazing. Tallinn Music Week anchors the national calendar in late March and early April. We're talking over 200 artists performing across 30 different venues scattered throughout the capital. Yeah, and drawing delegates from 40 different countries. For an experience-seeking traveler, this density creates that intimate, globally connected vibe that you simply can't get at a massive commercial arena tour. You're standing shoulder to shoulder with the artists, their managers, and the fans. It is exactly the kind of raw authenticity that makes you want to book a flight immediately and experience it live.
Now, if you want to talk about true scale and deep cultural emotion, look at this number. 100,000. That is the massive crowd at the Estonian Song and Dance Celebration, which is known locally as Laulapidu. The scale of this is just staggering, especially when you think about the participation ratio. So this happens every 5 years in July at the Tallinn Song Festival grounds. You have 30,000 performers singing simultaneously across a sweeping natural amphitheater. 30,000 voices in perfect harmony. The sound literally carries across the waters of Tallinn Bay. Nearly 10% of the entire national population performs. For a traveler, booking a trip around this UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage event guarantees this emotional weight you just won't find anywhere else. You can physically feel it.
Okay, so if you are an event planner or a destination management company tuning into this explainer, here is what makes Estonia so uniquely compelling as a hosting destination. On one side, we've got the emotional traveler magic, right? But on the other, we have pure planner logic.
Exactly. Estonia holds a remarkable 95 out of 100 digital readiness score. According to the Event-ZR pronounced Event-ZR intelligence data, that ranks them second on Earth, behind only the United States. When we start talking about serious event tourism strategy, this is the structural superpower that makes all that cultural magic happen without a single hitch.
So what does this actually mean on the ground? Well, Estonia runs 99% of its government services completely online. For your event tourism strategy, that translates directly to universal cashless payments, blazing fast 5G coverage right in your event areas, and paperless registration as the absolute standard.
Plus, you've got an inventory of about 20,000 hotel rooms to support the demand. And the venues? They're incredibly distinct. You aren't stuck with a generic conference hall. You can host your VIP delegates in a place like Kultur Katel, which is this brilliantly repurposed industrial boiler. The infrastructure just effortlessly supports high-end, bespoke programming, so you can focus 100% on the experience.
And looking at the calendar mapping, you can see how this diversity stretches year-round. It takes us from the depths of winter straight into the peak of summer. We start with the Tartu Marathon and Startup Day before moving into the Viljandi Folk Music Festival and POF. Right, so in mid-February you have the Tartu Marathon in Tartu. This brings 6,000 skiers right into the stunning snow-covered Estonian winter forests for a massive cross-country sports event. Then, shifting gears entirely to business and tech, you have Startup Day in mid-May, also in Tartu. This one draws 5,000 attendees to aggressively connect the Baltic tech ecosystem with global investors. And because of the country's compact geography, no major event city is more than 3 hours from the capital. It's so easy for attendees to navigate. Now, for travelers looking for the ultimate summer gathering, the Viljandi Folk Music Festival is an absolute must-book. It happens in late July in southern Estonia, bringing together more than 25,000 attendees.
Just imagine this. You're sitting under the July white nights where the sun barely even dips below the horizon, and you're listening to world-class folk music echoing inside the intimate walls of ancient castle ruins. It offers a curation credibility that those oversaturated, highly commercialized mainstream festivals just can't match. It feels intentional, it's deeply rooted. You truly have to experience it live to grasp how special that midnight sunlight feels against the historic stone.
Then, as we loop back into the winter calendar, we see how Estonia strategically lights up the dark. The Black Nights Film Festival, or POF, runs from November 15th to December 1st in Tallinn.
And listen, this isn't just a local screening for indie enthusiasts. It's one of only 15 AFAF-accredited competitive film festivals in the entire world. You've got over 250 films, industry masterclasses, and glamorous red carpets. It completely transforms the atmospheric backdrop of Estonia's darkest season into this massive, glowing cultural draw. The sharp contrast between the freezing, moody weather outside and those warm, buzzing theater lobbies inside gives the festival an incredibly distinct and cozy urgency.
Now, here is what's really fascinating for DMCs and tour operators. These aren't just local festivals confined to their own borders. Take Station Narva, for example. Launched in an eastern border city, it acts directly as a cultural bridge between Estonia and its Russian-speaking population. They bring in contemporary music and art to completely revitalize a post-industrial space. Exactly. Properties like Station Narva are highly exportable cultural IPs. They are these distinct, powerful conceptual events that tour operators can actually package into premium travel products and take straight to the global market. They turn local culture into a very real international asset.
And honestly, credit where it is absolutely due. Visit Estonia and the National Tourism and Culture Authorities have actively, deliberately invested in treating event tourism as a highly prized national asset.
They really have. When governments intentionally position their local events on the global stage, entire destinations transform. They took a nation of 1.37 million people and turned it into a heavy hitter that consistently outpaces much larger European economies in proportional event output.
So here's the core takeaway for the travelers tuning into this explainer. If Estonia just moved up your bucket list, and with this lineup it absolutely should have, pick one event. Maybe it's the Tallinn Christmas Market in December, set beautifully in a medieval town hall square with traditions dating all the way back to 1441. Just pick one, book the flight, and go. Life is way too short for secondhand experiences. And if you're an industry pro, a DMC, a tour operator, a convention and visitors bureau, or an event planner looking to truly master event tourism, we've got the precise analytical tools you need. EventCR, pronounced EventSir, intelligence maps 249 destinations, their event calendars, their venue infrastructure, and their tourism readiness scores. We help you identify exactly which events to package, which destinations to pitch to your clients, and which cultural IPs to strategically import or export. Engage EventCR intelligence today at eventcr.com. We turn destination data into actionable commercial opportunity.
Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. This has been Eventful Estonia from the Eventful World 2026 series by EventCR, pronounced EventZer. Experience it live.